Legends, Otter Gang in the house. Shout out to you guys. What's up? How are we doing? It's Sunday afternoon here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys. Lunar Beaches Crypto. David in the house saying what's up. Don't forget to check out his channel. The link to his channel is in the description. Nate, Quantum Divergence. What's up? Taylor Tortorella. How's it going? Good to see you guys. And I got some new ideas. Can we be exhausted? Can we go back down? Yeah, I'm a perma bear. Get rid of me. Whatever. I know that some of you guys are in longs because I'm in 2 longs as well. Isn't that funny? But I've been scalping this range up and down. But we do have some signs of exhaustion, right? We do have some signs of exhaustion, and that's what I'm here to talk about. I can't be a perma bull until I have beautiful confirmations that we've been talking about on this channel. Right now, I don't believe we have much more gas in the tank. I think the highest we get is maybe another 10%, but this is looking a lot like April. If we go back to April of 2022, you can see, oh, 2022 April. Where were we? I can't find it. March, April. I guess I should be more prepared for you guys, but you know what I mean? We had this little run up here. This is my thinking here. This kind of run up right here. And then we weed all the way back down till we got our full bottom, and then we pushed back up. So this was kind of my thoughts right now. But also this reversal blue triangle has scared me. Oh, I got to fix my face. I got to move over. There we go. Is that better? Is that better? You can see my beautiful face? I'm sorry about that. Thank you for the heads up. I moved myself onto the right-hand side just so that my chart could be more visible. I thought the right-hand side might be better. I don't know. Switching things up. What up, Crypto Pollo? Thank you for always being here, supporting the channel. I know you and I took that Matic long yesterday, 140% for me. I don't know about you, but it was yummy. It was yummy. So I'm going down into the beautiful 12-minute that I like to change. Right now, we're currently at the bottom of this range, in my opinion. If I pull volume profile over and across from BTC, I'm currently in a long trade from exactly right here. And you know what? We could go down. My stop loss is below here. So my current trade setup is like the following. We got this below this wick here, and we are scalping the range. I had given the short this morning. I said, put your shorts on. I gave this short. I have taken profit at least once. I am still holding that. This was my short setup this morning. I said, put your shorts on in the Discord. So if you want to join us in the Discord, the link is in the description as well. But, you know, I'm out here just giving my calls, giving my thoughts and my ideas. And we're out here making the profits, as you know. So these blue triangles, how accurate are they? Well, if we go over to the beautiful Bitstamp chart and we go on, let's say the monthly or the 3-day. I like the 3-day. 3-day is pretty cool. You can see that these blue triangles on the 3-day news down, right? Down, right? This one, you know, there are anomalies in this. It's just an indicator, right? It's just an indicator, but I do like to look at history, you know. If I go over here on the 2-day, you can see that they have brought us down, especially on these long-term time frames, right? So we got to be aware. We get this little green dot of continuation as well, which can be more upside. So if we do get some more upside, like I said, it's very similar to back in April of 2022. I'm having trouble finding it again. But you can see that these reversal triangles have brought us down, right? And let's not forget, we've been in a bear market. And also something I am looking at is the S&P 500. Now, I'm not going to look for a long-term short trade until I have confirmation. I'm saying around Tuesday. Tuesday would be my confirmation, because around Tuesday we'll have 2 days of S&P data or data, however you say it. Now, if we look at the S&P, we can see that we're clearly in this downward trend line, right? So this downward trend line, we are touching the top of it right now as we speak. So will we get a fake out to the upside, right? And then back down? Or will we just head straight back down? This is what I'm going to be looking for on Monday and Tuesday to give me confirmation, which will, I believe, will affect the Bitcoin price and the rest of the market, right? So we have to wait. Obviously, the Dixie has dumped. It's coming down. It could bounce off this little area of support that it had way back in May. But right now, my thoughts are like this. We could see more downside, but right now, I'm scalping the ranges, right? So if I go over to Bitcoin, we can see up only. We can see that we're coming up to key level of support and resistance. Now, does that mean I'm not going to be looking for longs? Well, we're currently in an uptrend, right? We're in a giant downtrend, but we're currently in an uptrend, and we've clearly bounced off of this beautiful golden pocket, right? And we've had some downside, right? Can we see a retracement back to the 382 and then continue up? Yes, that's a possibility. But right now, I'm scalping the ranges, setting profits, taking profits early, and letting the trade ride out. Look, we're getting a bit of a dump now, and I could get knocked out of my trade, right? That's okay, right? There's more trades to be had. But we got to be prepared, right? We've had these swift moves up, and just like anything, what goes up must come down. We could fill these areas back in here, but we got to be careful, right? Shout out to Lunar Beach's crypto. He's a perma bull. He called upside right before this pump. Shout out to you, making the calls, making it real. Good friend of the channel, good friend of mine. Love you, David. You are the man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your technical analysis and your thoughts in the charts. Always here supporting my channel as I try my best to support your channel. We out here doing our best. You perma bull. You're permafrost. I'm in Australia. We hot out here. Okay? Almost exhausted. That's what I'm talking about, right? We're almost exhausted. We need a retracement. We need some sort of relief, right? Currently, right now, we're in this range. What am I thinking with this range? Well, we clearly have more upside. We are bouncing off a local golden pocket. As you can see right here, you pull that, you can see that we're bouncing. That's why I'm currently in this long trade. Can we go further? I believe so, but we'll have to see, right? I'm also in a Matic long as well from right here as well. I've shared both of these in the Discord. And if you guys don't mind, just smash the like button up so we can reach more people, grow the Otter Gang. Much love to all of you guys. I appreciate you all. You know what? In this community, we're trying our best not to FOMO. Oh, that just disappeared. But the bear's on life support right now. I found this on Twitter. I thought this was pretty funny. Put the parabola. You want me to? I was talking about the parabola. Parabola? Who says parabola? Put an otter in the chat if you say parabola. Oh, it's too good. You know what? I'm not putting no parabola on my on my chart for you, but I will see that there is this giant curve to the upside here, right? This is not a parabola. This is a Wu-Tang Clan pattern that we were talking about yesterday. Okay, we got the Wu-Tang Clan here with, the Wu. That's typically to the downside. Okay, Davey, that's what we're looking at. We're Wu-Tanging to the downside, and we'll see where it ends up. Okay. Oh man, so we're getting some dumpage right now. Can we continue lower? Well, I don't think so. Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang. We ain't nothing to mess with, right? So these are my thoughts right now. Long-term bearish, short-term scalping, short-term pumping. Now, if we look, we can pull up. I was going to say that I believe we're just below the 200 EMA. I will pull that up on the daily for us, and we can take a look at that. EMA. I just had the regular one up here the other day. EMA. Yeah. So we can see we're I'll get rid of this. Keep our charts clean. You know David, he's particular. He likes a clean chart. Yeah, so we're just under it, right? Obviously we've gotten dramatic curvature on the 100 and the 50 and the 20, right? So right now on the daily it's looking very, very, very bullish. But look, we've gotten a small red diamond here. We've also had a red dot print on the 18, right? If we go over, we can see we're starting to curve over. But the thing is to note here is that yes, we are starting. Momentum is starting to curve over, right? But it can stay around here and then work its way down. Look at the way it moved up, right? It's very, very much not a direct mountain, right? It's even, right? So it may move down evenly as well. I don't think it will be such a swift move down, right? But we can see that money flow is still got an upside curvature here on the 12 hour, right? So what I'll be looking for is for Sunday, mostly on Sunday. You know they like that weekly close. Look for volatility for the weekly close for them to come in and move the markets in their favor. And that will also give us an indication of which way the markets will move on Monday, right? We can also go over to our mini futures here, and we can make sure we're keeping an eye on this come Sunday evening, right? When it comes alive, and we can see if there's a gap or a gap down, gives them room to move up, right? So this is what we will be looking at tomorrow, which will be Monday for me, and I'll be at work. So I'll be trying to keep you guys updated as much as possible. But right now, I don't see much more movement. The volatility is great. I'm enjoying it thoroughly with the scalping, with all that kind of trading. Obviously, we called the Matic as well. So if you want to follow along, it's not financial advice, but you know what? My thoughts are is right now we're going to range sideways. I don't see a parabolic move coming, but I do enjoy this beautiful amount of volume, right? Because we have had these, right? Look, we've been pushed down with volume here. We've been pushed down with volume here. So clearly there's a key level of resistance above Matic here. If we go over to BTC, I'm sure we'll see similar traits where we've had moves down with volume, move down with volume, move down with volume, right? So these three spikes have been rejections, right? 1, 2, 3 rejections off of this going any higher right now. But don't forget, when the bulls come in, they're making giant volume like this, right? So there is a pushback. Yes, we range, but I don't see us getting out of this box right here. So I'll be scalping it throughout the day and the rest of the day, just keeping you guys updated. But from range highs to range lows, right? Looking for changes in the market as we go along, right? So what are you guys' thoughts? Have you guys been watching Solana? Have you guys been seeing this crazy parabolic move? I set this up for us yesterday. It hasn't come up to my target. So I'll continue to be waiting, right? Solana has a huge pop up, but we have this area right here at 25,790, right? That we could be looking for a rejection. Now, we're ranging sideways on Solana as well, right? We've come up. We've almost touched that target of mine. Almost touched it, right? But right now we're just ranging. So as we range, we can wait and wait and wait because we're supposed to be patient. We've been patient enough through this bear market where sideways action should not bother us. We're learning how to be patient in a bear market, right? By doing that, we can wait. Yeah, we're at the bottom of this range. I wouldn't long it just yet, right? Because I look at this and I'd say, okay, maybe we can come lower. But Solana is getting some good volume and it's pretty even. Right, and I think it's moved its way back into the top 10 of our coins. So I mean, Solana's trying to survive. But yeah, definitely Pollo. Definitely, you're so true. It's crabby until Sunday, and then we will be patient and see how this market plays out. I mean, there's some scalps to be made. There's a little bit of trades, but right now the big moves are definitely going to be about being patient and waiting for the market to tell us which way it's going to go, right? In my opinion, whenever something moves this dramatically up, we can clearly see that we have liquidated all these beautiful people here, right? We've come back and we've gotten a whole bunch of people out of their shorts, right? The market makers have made their money, right? And yeah, they could go up for these guys here, but I know that they've gotten everybody from this SBF, right? That's the thing, is they gotten the SBF people. See, Swift move down, Swift move up, right? Oops. Swift move down, Swift move up, right? So now it would be range, and then depending on the sentiment of the macro environment, which I still believe is bearish, in my opinion, it's still bearish. Yes, we've had a bit of relief and inflation is cooling down, but it doesn't mean that inflation is all of a sudden cured, right? It doesn't mean that, all these layoffs that are happening throughout the market is all of a sudden fixed, right? We've never been this overbought on market Cipher B since way back, way back on the daily. We got to go all the way back to, wow, this is wild. All the way back to August 2020. Yeah, that's wild, right? August 2020. We've never been this overbought. And that's when Bitcoin, shot up. But look at how holy smokes, we are so high up on that momentum wave. It's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. If I go to the 2-day, okay, yeah, this was the start of the bull run back here. It was pretty high as well. So yeah, we got to be careful out there. I don't believe the pain is just over yet, but it's been a nice relief rally, and everything is looking all right. Recession, bro? There is no recession, bro. Everything's fine, man. Look at the price of eggs. I looked at this chart the other day, and it said eggs have gone from $2 a carton to $8 a carton. I think we all got to hit up Crypto Pollo for some eggs, man, because we just want to eat some. We want to get our protein, and we don't want it from bugs, right? Down Scooch imminent. What up, unaware? He's in the house. Shout out to you. Down Scooch imminent. Well, naturally, you'd like to see a retracement here, right? Naturally. Will it happen? I'm in favor of it, but I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, right? So the thing is, what we're saying here is that we'll wait to see what happens with the S&P. The mini futures on Sunday will give us a better idea, but right now I think we're ranging. Can we bounce back up? I'm currently in a long, possibly. I took the short up here, down to here, took profits. So, I mean, there's lots with a bit of leverage. There's lots of trades to be had, right? If we go over to XRP, I know David's got a nice trade in XRP, guys. Shout out to David and his nice XRP trade, called that. But, looks like we're bouncing off a golden pocket here, David. Oh, yes, we are. So, there could be more upside for XRP as well, right? ADA. Let's look at ADA. So ADA had this huge move up and then this massive dump, right? Massive. Like, that's almost 11%. That's wild. That's wild. And you know what? It's kind of actually similar to XRP, right? Is ADA and XRP following each other? That would be an answer that Davey would have, because he's more on the XRP army side. I'm not a big XRP army guy. Support whatever coins you want. I'm all for it. But we're waiting for pullback, as he says. We're waiting for pullback. That makes sense. So where would your pull? I'm telling you, it's this 33 cents, David. That's where it's at, man. 33 cents, like we were calling before, man. That's where it's at. Oh, man, good times. I got Mrs. Otter out on the balcony right now with my router, and she's doing the crane pose and she's pointing north for the internet connection. Now I'm looking to upgrade on my on my internet, so I hope you're all doing well. Shout out to all you guys. So let's go over to Matic. I got you, Poyo, anytime. I'm currently in along on Matic, right from where we are right now at the golden pocket. It came up. I took profits at 98 cents. Then it's come back down and do it. So right now I'm in the long on Matic from here. So, and my stop loss is actually only below right here. It's quite tight, just because Matic can be dramatic, as we know, dramatic Matic. So right now I'm in a long, but my levels for Matic are as so. So I'll go down to the 1 hour. Let me go on the daily, and I will pull this up for you guys and stretch it out, because we all like that. And we can see that we've come up to this key level of resistance that we had marked out before. We also have the top here, but we're going off of previous bottoms, right? If we zoom way the heck out, we can see that when we pull a volume profile across the massive Matic, if we pull a volume profile across all of Matic here and we take a look, we can see, bingo bango, we came up to the volume area high of the whole run, and we've touched it and moved back down. Now, there is a giant gap. If we pull the volume from here to here, right, we can see that the giant gap is in between these two areas. So if we do get a big push up, there's no reason why Matic won't. There's no reason for it not to. The entrance is at $1.25, right? So this would be a juicy long if we do break this level of resistance, right? This value area high. Naturally, it takes quite a bit of energy, a lot of volume in order to get through these key levels of resistance. So right now, I will be scalping Matic because there is the potential for gigantic upside, which would be a move from where I am long all the way to, well, if my mouse would work, 30% gains with some leverage. You're giggling to the bank, right? We all want to be giggling to the bank, getting those profits in. So right now, of this value area high of the previous high that we did hit once, right? We did hit it once. So can we continue to knock on the door? You know, the more touches, the more chances of us breaking through, in my opinion. Projections, more downside. But I do believe the more we touch it, the more chances we do have to break through. So we came up to this beautiful area that I have marked out. And can we blast through up into the higher range? Well, that is quite a possibility. It also is very similar if we go over to Ethereum, which is very similar. We came up and we touched this key level that I had marked out at 16.5, right? We are in this range. I haven't been trading Ethereum because it has been lazy, in my opinion, compared to Bitcoin and Matic. It kind of just goes very, very sideways and then dumps or pumps. It hasn't really had its mind made up throughout this whole time we've been, you know, you can see the volume spikes are very, very harsh and then very clear, defined low volume movement, right? So it's a crawl upwards and then a dump, a crawl sideways and then a dump. Just similar to everything else, but a little bit harder for me to scalp because there isn't definitive highs and lows. There is, yeah, okay, I can mark out here as a high and I can mark out down here as a low. So maybe I would want to long from here, but for me, it isn't showing me enough for me to scalp it. That's why I've been on Matic and Bitcoin to scalp. But it tends to follow the two of them. So I think for me right now, with a little bit of leverage and see what the charts will give me, right? We can see right now we're getting lower lows with both green dots, right? This could turn into something nice and juicy. About having a plan coming to the charts, right? Because on the long-term frames, I even pointed this out on the daily on Matic. I believe that where money flow is crossing over, as we can see right here. If we zoom in to our market Cipher B, we can see that money flow is now tempting the upside, right? We have VWAP coming down and money flow coming up on the daily on Matic. So can this mean we're going to get that push, right? That would be amazing. We are right here right now. crossing into the green. We called this yesterday, which was nice. But can we continue to the upside? We are starting to get the orange here on the bottom, which means we are crossing into the positive money flow, right? You can see VWAP is coming down. We'll look for VWAP to take a little bounce. That is what I'm looking for as well on the daily. Let's go to the 12-hour just to get a half an idea of the daily, right? And we can see that we are actually coming quite high here. We're getting a red dot printed at the top, but we're going to keep our eye on this VWAP for it to come back over and for this to kind of continue this kind of movement, right? Let's go down to the 4-hour, something more relevant with this as well. We can see that we flattened out here. I'll be looking for a curvature in this VWAP as well. Let's go to the 2-hour, straight down. So that's kind of negative. This has come down as well, but it does have this small area of horizontal resistance. If you can see this right here, we can see that it doesn't tend to want to come below this. It wants to continue trending upwards. Ever since it's made this area, it's continued to stay above. And right now, also, you can see that we're very much oversold on the RSI, on the market Cipher. So can this curl up and shoot upwards? And that would be very positive news for us as well, right? On the Bitcoin, let's look. Well, we can clearly see some similar traits to Matic, except our money flow is much higher. I don't know what these lines are from, but I'm deleting them. Thank you for joining me, David. Much love to you, brother. God bless. Take care. Be safe out there. Guys, don't forget to go and click on the link in the description for Lunar Beaches Crypto. Friend of the channel, superstar, awesome DJ Daddy, David, always helping out, right? Much love to you, brother. Have a good Saturday. Yeah, Saturday for you guys. Enjoy, right? So let's be patient out there. Let's make sure that we're taking the right trades, right? I'm probably breaking even right now with my Bitcoin long. Could have waited a little bit longer, right? The patience didn't prevail. I took it down here when we had this wick down, which isn't bad, right? But let's be safe out there. Make sure we're taking good, safe trades, trading the ranges, taking profits early, and filling the bag. But long term, remember, the whole point of this is that I think we're exhausted. I'm calling a reversal. I'm calling back down. And you know what? That's okay, because we're all entitled to our opinions. The charts is telling me that right now I don't see much more upside. I see maybe a 10% move maximum, right? So if I go 10% from here, that would bring me to 22. Yeah, that would bring me to the range highs of this right here. So maybe we go up and we get these guys here, right? Hey, good morning, Nick. Welcome to the live stream, my man. We're out here hanging out, trying to get some ideas, scalping the ranges. I'm glad you're here. Don't forget to join us in the Discord. I think Nick is due for an upgrade in the Discord. We're gonna make him a black label on his name today. Well, shout out to you. Shout out to the family. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all and your support, right? We have the daily here that we can't seem to get above. We've been rejected. We have a reversal signal here on market Cipher on the 3-day. On the 2-day, it's a little bit lower, but we also are starting to curve over. On the daily, we can see that we're curving over as well. And the RSI is starting to turn momentum wave, and we're also waiting to see where this takes us, right? But in my opinion, we have to have at least a minor retracement, if anything, which will allow us to fill the bags up, because right now we're in a clear uptrend, right? And if we pull all the way to the top, you can see that the 0.5 will be respected as well. But I'll be waiting for more confirmations, right? We can see we've come back, we've taken the 50 area, or will we continue to head downwards, right? Up or down, we're going to make money. We're taking profits early, and we're practicing good risk management. What? Bears out. What's up, Felix? So good to have you here. Shout out to you. The Bears are out to play. We're trying to stir the pot here. Everybody on YouTube's like bull run, bull run, bull run. Can you briefly explain the fib levels, like what's strong, what's weak? The thing to remember with fib levels is the higher the time frame, the more powerful they are, right? So if I go down to the 4 hour here, I pull a fibs from the top of this range to the bottom of this range. Wrong chart, my man, wrong chart. So if I pull fibs from the top of this range, I believe it was here to here. We can see that we bounced off this golden pocket, right? Clearly, right? Now with uptrends, I'm very careful with jumping in right at the golden pocket because a lot of people are pulling this golden pocket, right? So market makers will typically shoot through and then come down, right? So this is a general range. Anytime you're pulling a golden pocket or a 786, it's from range high to range low, right? Always from range high to range low. And it's a general area. It's an area that you're looking to trade. And what I will do is when I come into this area on any time frame where I've pulled it, I will do 3-part trading. So the 3-part trading for me is I will come over here and I will have one trade set. I will ladder in, as they call it. So I'll have one here, which is maybe 10%. Then one here, that's probably 30%. And then one here, that's probably another 10%, right? So on average, if it does continue upwards, I will be able to even out my trade, right? If it only comes up and touches, at least I'll be in the trade. And if it comes up to the middle, that's where I want to be, right? So by doing that, I guarantee myself an entry, but I also guarantee myself to be safe if it continues to blast through, right? By doing that, the easiest way I can describe how I will ladder into a trade is in 3 parts. Management is on your percentage, and by doing that, you'll be able to get into the trade, one, so you don't miss it. You'll be able to average into the trade between the 3 trades, and then also you'll be able to make sure you don't get completely wicked out with a bad entry, right? So by doing that, you can see right here, if we pull the fibs, that's the wrong tool. If we pull the fibs from swing low to swing high, we would have had this set up on our chart, right? And we would have been just waiting, right? And look, this would have been a nice trade. You could have got in like I did at the 0.5, right? Because I saw this quick move down, I got in on this wick because I thought, you know what? We've had this steady move up, quick wick down to grab all these longs and then push back up. This is what's happened, right? So right now, I'm in this trade, but my setup was this, right? Wrong way around. Setup was this, and this was here. Below this wick here, I always come a little bit below this, right? And then obviously this is to the moon, right? A long trade right now, because the trend is our friend. We want to be looking for longs, right? Because we're in an uptrend. And the 786, right? So this is my scalping strategy, right? Just in and out quickly today already. I took this short right down for here for 2.5%. So like it's been good to me. This volume's been great, but for fibs, it's very important to know that lots of people are pulling the fibs, right? So generally they are respected, but you got to be careful and you have to give yourself enough risk management and play within the levels in order to make profitable trades, right? With the risk management and good stop losses, right? You can also pull local volume profile, and you know that the volume, like this is your range, right? So if you pull the local, right, you can see that this is your range, right? Anything in between here is overbought or oversold, right? So this would have been a great area to short, right? Because we didn't have, if you zoom in, If you have volume on your charts, you zoom in, you see right here, boom, 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 boom. We're coming up with little to nothing volume, right? Very little volume, right? You look anywhere where it's significantly dropped, it's volume, 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 right? So volume here, volume here. So right now, we're waiting. We can see if this will go up. I believe it'll go up, right? We have a little uneven green dots right here, pushing us up a bit. We have money flow. Let's see if money flow is curving up. Money flow is curving up. VWAP's pushing up as well. We have this right here. This is a good sign, changing to green, right? Whenever it changes to green, we can see that we're getting a nice little move upwards, right? So we're changing to green here on the stochastics. So right now, let's be patient. Let's make our little scalps. Let's pay ourselves early, practice good risk management. And by doing that, we can have some profitable days, right? It's about stacking the small wins and preventing the big losses, right? That's what I always try to preach, is that no matter what, if we preserve our capital, there's always more capital for the next trade, right? Without that, we're going to get in with smaller positions and not be able to extract as much money from these charts. So that's where we're at. We're bouncing around the daily, and we got to be careful out there, right? So trade the ranges, take profits early, let your trades run, preferably to the upside, but remember that come Monday, Tuesday, the S&P has shown us that it's currently right at the top of a trend line. If I go down to the daily, we're bang on this trend line, and we can see that we have to be waiting for a sign here. Sign, everywhere is a sign, but we can see that clearly we have respected this trend line since this downtrend, since the beginning of December, right? Since mid-December, January, all the way down, right? So we'll have to wait for Monday or Tuesday to get an idea here and make sure that either we're continuing upwards, right? Or we're going to continue downwards, right? The S&P will give us an idea, right? But be careful for the fake out, right? We could start up high and work our way down, right? Or we could start below, work our way up, get everybody hopeful, and then come Tuesday, boom, drop it on our heads, right? This is how they work. They want us to get hopium. They want us to be like, woo, oh my God, FOMO, I better fill up my bags, better get all the crypto and spend all my money right now, and then they would drop it on our heads, right? So remember, we are retail traders. We're not here to move the markets. We're here to extract profits, right? So we come with ideas. We try to think in their shoes and how they would try to take money away from us, and we go counter to that, right? That's our ideas. We got to remember the Dixie has been dumping as well. So watch the Dixie. We have, as Jason Casper calls, the pig nipples down below, right? So you can see that we have all these coming this way and all of this coming that way, right? So let's be patient. Let's wait for us to change the market sentiment and dump on our heads, because when the Dixie pumps, Bitcoin dumps, right? So let's be careful. Let's be cautious out there and practice good risk management and try to help one another. So thank you so much for joining me. That's me for today. I appreciate you all. I'm going to go and enjoy the sunshine with Mrs. Otter. She's kind of tired out there holding up the antenna for our router. But remember, I appreciate all of you. Much love to all of you. Just wanted to come in and give you my thoughts and ideas. Don't forget to smash the like button on their way out. God bless you all. Love you so much. Take care. Peace out.